Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all safe and well. We decided to do those videos about the market and what's going on in the market and how things are progressing every day. But before we go into that, I thought I would go through certain small videos where I talk about the certain terms and phrases that we're going to be using along the line. So when you come across those terms, you do not panic and like we said before, financial world could be a scary world sometimes, and this is what exactly this channel and the idea of those videos is to simplify it completely and make everyone be able to understand the financial world. So today, let's jump quickly into the topic. I want to talk about IPO. What's an IPO? As it says, IPO, initial public offering. Initial public offering. What does it mean? Let's say, for example, I own a restaurant and I own it with my wife and my kids, and the restaurant becomes very successful. A lot of people, they come and became very famous, and I want to grow. I want to be able to have another restaurant and another restaurant and another restaurant, another restaurant. How do I do that? I mean, I don't have the cash. So as we said in previous videos before, in order to raise cash, it is shares or bonds, meaning you get someone else to be a shareholder or you issue a paper and you borrow money from people. So let's say in our case, we decided to issue a paper and get people to be an owner with us. So what do we have to do? First, we choose a stock market. Like we said earlier, what's a stock market? It's a marketplace, an area. So it's virtual area now, which is a stock market. We choose a country, usually the country where the business is, and we decide the stock market and we do the IPO. IPO is the transformation from the closed founder, partner, family kind of thing to the world. We decided to issue those papers and to bring everyone from around the world, whoever is interested, to subscribe, and meaning that to buy, let's simplify it, to buy and to take that piece of paper which says a shareholder. That means you are a partner with me in my business, in my restaurant in our case. So what does that give you? You hold a paper that says that you're a partner with the value that you hold on your paper. Who decides the value? That's a different story. It's an underwriter, usually investment banks, that they decide the valuation of that company and decide how much one share would be valued at. So that being said, I issued a lot of those shares and I raised a lot of money. But there's a responsibility with that. Once I raise that money, I have to be more transparent. Those owners need to know what's going on in my business. How am I expanding my balance sheet, meaning that how much I make and how much I spend and my plans for the future. So this is called the IPO, initial public offering, meaning that it goes from the owners or the founders, the company, to the public. So the public now owns with me. And because of that ownership, they gave me money. And that money, like I said, would allow me to expand and do more and more and more restaurants. And later on, we'll be talking about how do people use that share to go into something called the secondary market. But that's a different story. We'll talk about it later. But let's focus now on the IPO. I hope the IPO concept is clear, and don't get scared from those terms. And again, later on, after those terms they sit in well, we're gonna go on for more updates on the market and what's happening in the market. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, then please subscribe. Have a beautiful